I wanted to do a video about business, and I wanted to do a video about what I think you should focus on going into 2026, right? Now, whether you're a beginner, whether you've been in the game for a minute, right? Whether you sell coaching, whether you sell a product, software, service, whatever the case is, I think this will be applicable for anyone and everyone who really wants to survive in 2026. Now, going into 2026, we're obviously in a trust recession, right? People have, you know, aren't new to online courses, online programs, selling a service. People have seen every single type of ad, right? So the trust is low. Trust is at an all-time low, right? And that's a bad thing if you don't want to master the game and play the game, right? But if you understand the game, it's actually a great thing, right? Because you can build a personal brand, and then you can build proof assets and sales assets in your content, and work, you know, back the trust in those kind of ways. But also, one thing that I think is really underrated is just the whole mindset and the whole philosophy that you should really go into this with. So I've been in the online space for about 4 years, right? So I started learning Facebook ads, did copywriting, video editing, content creation. I've kind of just tried to really learn as much skills as possible, especially early on. That was really going to help me, get clients, get results, that kind of thing. And I think the mistake that I made, and one thing that I realize now, is there is no perfect business model. It's not about a business model. It's not about what skill you choose. It's not about copywriting is better than funnel building, which is better than email marketing. Like, listen, all those things work. Every business model works, whether it's real estate wholesale, whether it's growth operating, they all work because there's all people making money in it, right? But if you go into it with this mindset, which I'm about to explain, it's going to be so much easier as to what you should focus on, why you should focus on it, and how you're going to get results, right? And the way you should approach it is, don't think what are you going to do, think who are you helping. Start with a person, start with one person. And what that's going to do is it's going to narrow it down for you, because the thing is, right, if you start with a particular person with a particular problem, right, the service that you should provide, the skills that you will have to learn will become self-evident, because you're focused on solving a particular problem for a particular person with particular pain points, right? And then it's going to become apparent whether they need video editing or not, whether they need a personal brand or not. Instead of trying to learn personal branding, how to position a personal brand, and then force it upon a market or a niche or a person, right? You start with a person first. And what this does is it allows you to really understand the needs of that particular person, the pain points, get into the mindset of it, and then you can really relate to them on a level so much deeper than somebody who just tried to learn a surface level business model. And I really believe that if I had done this 4 years ago, I would have accelerated the rate at which I'm able to acquire clients, how much money I'm making. And really, this is what I'm going to focus on going forward, right? I'm trying to make content, I'm trying to make products, I'm trying to deliver a service, and start with the person first, right? Think, what is the end goal? How can I really help these type of people? And this is what it's going to do as well in the trust recession, right? In the trust recession, when people are just forcing models on you, forcing services, people can feel when you actually really understand what they understand or what they don't understand, right? Sometimes you'll reveal things to people that they didn't even think about. And that just comes from really trying to solve problems for a particular person. And what that is going to allow you to do as well is going to allow you to scale that, because if you solve a problem for one type of person, let's say someone who is doing real estate wholesale, and they don't just know how to really find a system that's going to allow them to scale, right? If you solve that problem for one person, understand what their day-to-day is like, their pain points, what they're really struggling with, what other end goals, so on and so forth, you'll find that there's a lot of other people within real estate wholesale who have those same problems, which is why you niche down. And then you can apply that solution, because the skills you learn for that solution, the business models you learn, service you provided for that solution, will apply to everyone, instead of just randomly selecting business models or services and try to apply it to a particular case. So hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, start with a person, try to connect, try to really tap into the human side, the psychology side, especially in the world of AI. And as these things get more advanced, that's what's really going to separate you. But yeah, just wanted to make a quick video about that, because I think that's something that I would have loved to hear. And even people who are already killing it, sometimes you can forget, right? The things that you do in the beginning that allow you to get traction and motion, right? Sometimes you get so much motion, you forgot what actually helps you. So you divert and you do other things, and then your business starts suffering. Sometimes it's just good to be reminded. So yeah, I wanted to make that quick video to kind of articulate that. But boom. Anyways, if you enjoy that, like, comment, subscribe, all that. More videos soon.